Okay, I really didn't realize how many people were interested in New Super Mario Bros. Wii challenges, and coin dodging in general. Many people were left wanting more after I showed how to beat Bowser without collecting any coins. So screw it. Let's see how many coins it takes to get 5 shiny stars on our profile, aka 100%. And our first hurdle to do that will be beating every normal exit in the first 8 worlds. Can you beat New Super Mario Bros. Wii coinless without using warps or shortcuts? Unlike last time, star coins are now going to be allowed due to them being a requirement for 100% and not counting towards our coin counter. We'll call them star tokens to avoid confusion. Anything else that adds to the counter, such as red coins, is still not allowed. Alright, let's get started. Starting things off, we're headed to Coinless Castle. As well as being the level that nobody likes, its other gimmick is the pick a path style of gameplay. It's basically a less terrible version of Mario Maker's Super Expert. The game conveniently hurls you at the hardest option every time, which leaves you at this wall of bricks. You're supposed to use this P-switch, but there's an obvious problem with doing that. Solution? Bring an ice flower from 1-2 and bully some dry bones. Mario can't normally break bricks from the side, but we have a whole host of enemies to freeze and hurl at our disposal. If you don't break the bricks in time, simply take the top route to reset the area and try again. Seems hard at first, but it really isn't that bad. Next stop, 2-1. This could be considered our infinite penguin source if it was actually possible to clear coinless with the penguin suit, but it's not, so I'd recommend 4-1 instead. The first half is pretty basic, but the second half is a massive penguin slide littered with coins. Personally, I found it was best to ground pound jump from the slope to get to the red coin ring, and then avoid all the red coins like the absolute mad lad that I am. Now the real threat comes from the new DLC fighters. The first plant requires a small hop between the wall and the top coin, followed by a precise jump between the coin cluster. But the second plant is where the real challenge lies. You gotta wall jump to even reach the pipe, then you gotta do a short crouch hop to barely skip the coin. 3-4 doesn't seem to be all that bad until you reach this section. It looks completely unpassable until you remember the existence of the propeller suit. A well-timed spin jump can get you right past as Mario desperately tries to tunnel into the ceiling above him. However, returning here with the red blocks activated leaves us with quite the challenge. We're expected to somehow get into this red pipe despite immediate death lying right before our eyes. Easy fix. We run all the way to the end of the level to get this power block, and then all the way back to the coins. Knock him down and watch him frown. Or in this case, watch him disappear. Coins don't have emotions. From what I can tell, people generally dislike ghost house stages in 2D Mario, and I gotta be honest, I definitely fall into this category. They love to try and jump scare you with their various quirks, and of course one of those quirks would be coins. Coins in the walls, coins when you fall, coins in the doors. You name a place and there's probably a coin. In fact, there's so many coins to be found on this platform that the game expects me to use. I can't believe the audacity the game devs had to put those there. My oh my, then you gotta do this jump, tasty. And this one too, and then you just gotta go through the stupid coins! This falling part is pretty great too. Why am I even playing this level? You know, I debated with myself as to whether I was even going to include this stage in the video. Not because there's nothing to talk about, but because I really don't want to go back into it to record the footage. But whatever, I'll do it. This level is pretty unforgiving due to the unpredictable nature of the bloopers, but it's especially bad combined with these coin bubbles. After the checkpoint, the coin bubbles block the entire screen, so you have to load them, swim back to the left while Mr. Bloop's out to get you, then go under and onwards. It's pretty easy to also just hit a blooper by accident in this stage, and believe me, I did many times. Great, we're back here. This time we're greeted by another brick wall and another P-switch. We could get another ice flower and use the Scaddy Rats to break it open, but instead let's be an epic gamer and use our infinite penguin source. Breaking bricks is insanely simple if you have the penguin suit. Just duck while running and you did it. And now we're in the jungle. You can tell because there's 20,000 brambles trying to destroy us at the same time, and they mean business. Sadly for them, they aren't our main threat today. Would you like to guess the issue here? Yeah, it's the logs. Anyone with a shred of intelligence would use that propeller suit here, but why would you do that when you can just run beneath the coins? Because it's 10 times easier? Yeah, fair enough. What about a gnarly gamer triple jump from the stationary bramble? No? Still want to use that propeller? Man, you're all so boring. Why do ghost houses have to suck so much? This may as well be called the ghostly challenge rather than the coinless challenge by this point. We already established from the previous coinless video that we need a mini mushroom from our infinite source in 2-2 to get past the first set of coins, but that's just the beginning. There's a lovely line of coins that we can't just jump over. May I introduce you all to ground pound cancelling? I didn't really explain it properly in the first part after all. Tutorials with Miro. Ground pound cancelling. Ground pounds are known for two main things. They make you go down, and they make you do it fast. But pro players use ground pounds for the exact opposite purpose. When you ground pound, you spend a short moment just hovering above the ground. If you press up on the D-pad, you can cancel the ground pound, but most importantly, you can start a new one again. Keep spamming up and down, and you'll fall really slowly without any power-ups. This is what we use to jump between tight spaces much more accurately, as we don't need to factor in how much horizontal momentum we got. And for your information, the hover phase of a ground pound can also be used to extend the height of your jump through semi-solid platforms. If you need a quick recovery, try ground pounding and you might be able to save yourself. Anyway, back to the ghost house intermission. Anyway, as I was saying, we gotta spam some ground pound cancel to get through this line of coins. I mean, you don't technically have to cancel at all, but it's so much more helpful being able to mid-air twirl and realign if you aim your ground pound wrong. Just please, no more ghost houses. World 6 time. This world has some of my favorite levels, but also some of my least favorites. 6-1 definitely falls into the favorites category, but much like 8-7, it gets completely ruined by coins. Due to the way hitboxes work, I wasn't able to skip everything with the propeller. No, instead I had to jump and try and slot myself into the space using the paratrooper, and then do the stupid precise jump past the coins. Speaking of coins, where did this coin come from in 6-2? Yeah, apart from 6-2, Smarty Pants. Yeah, so Ninty had the smart idea of leaving a coin on a brick block and spamming falling shells which hit it, and apparently that collected the coin for us. So we have a few options for dealing with this. Firstly, we could do the logical thing of shooting down the shell with a projectile, or we could be a complete idiot and try and jump off the shell while it falls. Now, which one do you think I tried to do? 6-6 is a really challenging level, and I'm convinced that it's entirely impossible. The first stage of World 7 is pretty easy for the most part, except... Using the propeller mushroom takes out all the fun though, so I thought it would be cool to show you some more wall jumps. We've seen regular wall jumps, we've seen 90-degree wall jumps, but now it's time for one-sided wall jumps. The mini mushroom is so broken that you don't even need a second wall. I love it. Last ghost house, thank the lords. Remember that annoying drop from World 3? Well, yeah, that's basically the entire level this time. I don't really have a good strategy for this other than using the mini mushroom or the propeller suit. I've done it without power-ups in my new Super Mario Bros. Wii Coinless Challenge research series, but oh, I don't know which door to go in. I look up a walkthrough. Don't get owned by the doors either. That'd be pretty stinky winky. There's something I feel I should bring up. Not because it's important or anything, but because I think it's interesting. I mean, maybe it'll be useful information. If any of you are fans of Steve Gaming, you probably remember him finding that some of the coins in New Super Luigi U had different hitbox sizes. While I can't say if it's the same here, there are multiple types of yellow coins. There's coins which are part of the tile set, similar to how they're placeable and draggable in Super Mario Maker, but there's also coins which are closer to resembling enemies and objects which would quickly fill off the asset limit. These coins can be linked to various controllers which control movement in the game. For example, the spinning mushrooms in 1-5 are just stationary blocks linked to a rotation controller, or the crystals in 1-2 are just stationary blocks with a swinging controller. Point is, New Super Mario Bros. Wii likes its controllers, and 8-3 felt it was necessary to just spam them at great speed after the checkpoint. It's definitely possible to get through here, but it's incredibly tedious. I'd recommend doing it with the mini mushroom, but it's perfectly clearable without. Only a few more levels left of World 8. We already covered the airship and castle in the previous video, so we don't need to go over those again, but we definitely need to go over the tower. Most of the tower is utterly confusing, so bring a mini mushroom to easily deal with the hitbox issues. But say hello to this fun section right before the checkpoint. You have to do some very precise jumps and wall jumps to get through here with the floaty mini mushroom. Again, you can do it without power-ups, but please don't. But here's the real kicker. Make sure you got a propeller shroom in reserve because you need it after the checkpoint. I don't even have a visual cue, but this level doesn't have good coin design, so we're good. Underwater levels suck. I think we all knew this, but it's getting especially apparent with 8-4. It's alright for most of the level, but the final section is just... I'm not even sure what commentary to give you. Just watch this clip from my Coinless series. What I did not consider in my Coinless series was that we can bypass these coins using the mini mushroom, so that's cool, I guess. Stop! What? There's one more normal level you forgot to play. There is? Yes. This level is so horrible that we tried to seal it away. We didn't want anybody to find this terrible excuse for a level, so we locked a pipe away in 7-Tower to prevent anyone from accessing it. This level is way up in the sky. It's an auto-scrolling level populated by Parabeetles, and coins hidden away in clouds. Can't I just use a mini mushroom? Spike, we have no more mini mushrooms. the Parabeetles invaded the infinite mini mushroom source. In fact, they invaded every infinite item source in the Mushroom Kingdom. You have to go alone. Wait, that's so stupid, that's not even in the game! It might not be there for the viewers at home, but this isn't a game for us. This is real life. They might be able to cheat through with a mini mushroom, but you have to live with the consequences set by the Parabeetles. I see. So, this is 7-6. When people ask me what my least favorite level is in any Mario game, I always bring them to this level. These tiny Parabeetles are the only hope we have for transportation. They may seem cute, but there's just something about them that I just can't trust. They hide coins in the fog, they bring these golden discs everywhere they go. Something's wrong here, but you know the worst part? The biggest threat is the biggest army. The army of big Parabeetles. They're the only hope we have of passing, yet passing them just won't happen. It took me hours to get past this army of Parabeetles. Oh! Okay. Hang on. And that concludes every single normal level in New Super Mario Bros. Wii and the requirements to get our second shiny star on our profile. Next time in the New Super Mario Bros. Wii Coinless series, we'll be looking at all the secret exits in the game to see if we can clear those without coins, and get our third shiny star. Make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss it. But if you can't wait for more coin avoiding action, check out some videos by my friends Steve Gaming, Nico BBQ, and Waluigi Goes Wah. Waluigi Goes Wah also has a series on New Super Mario Bros. Wii Without Jumping, which includes a ban for spin jumps and wall jumps. My buddy Ice and my other buddy Equals Peach are also working hard on some cool projects, so give them a search as well. Finally, if you want to see more from me, I stream my research live on YouTube, so you can discover the results before the big videos come out. But that's enough advertising from me. See you all next time.